I thought that was live.
Nah, we just warming up, you know what I'm saying? We starting to cook.
Come on.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. It's the Trip to Orlando show. We got a couple guests in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe, it's a vibe. Mm-hmm. We was taping with shout out to Shogun Wiz in the building.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and we got special guest Kato in the building.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
So we gonna be talking some shit. It's the normal shit like how we normally do it. I'm gonna do the story of the week. I'm gonna do the TV show of the week, and I'm gonna do the movie of the week. You know what I mean? But first, like we always do, we gotta start with the theme song. Shogun, you ain't never heard this. It's about to trip you out. Check me out. Here we go.
Feeling the weight like a suitcase of stress.
All right.
Time to pack it up and leave the mess.
Come on.
Hop on a ride to a brighter glow.
All right.
Not just a trip, it's the ultimate show. Trip to Orlando, the getaway you need.
Hey.
Laughs and reviews at lightning speed.
Come
Trip
on.
to Orlando where fun runs free.
All right.
Your ticket to the stars and celebrities.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Trip to Orlando show.
Yes, sir.
I am your host, Orlando. This is the Danxa Project. Like Danxa always say, it's more than just a podcast, it's a network. So this is one of the other shows that you can find on the network, live every Tuesday night, Trip to Orlando show. Shout out one time for Shogun Wiz in the building. Shout out one time for Kato in the building. Yeah. How y'all doing, fellas?
Man, can't complain, man. Weather's good.
It's cold out there, man.
I know, right?
Florida boy, it's cold out here.
That's
man.
what I'm saying. Shogun, you
I'm from Buffalo, man. Weather's good for me.
Out here, this is the coldest it fucking gets. This is when bitches is putting on the Ugg boots, the furry boots and all that. They get to wear that shit for 2 times a year, and this is one of the days they doing it. So when you see that, don't think it's an everyday thing. That's just what we do when you get any time below 65 degrees, Ugg boots is coming out. That's just what it is in Florida. Mandatory. Big puffy coats, all that shit. But yeah, so, you know, as we do every week, we do the story of the week. And like I said, I'm a fan of crime, bro. Like, crime is some shit that I'd be like, you know what?
I peep that about you. You be onto it.
Yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying?
Tuning in.
I'm like a low-key conspiracy theorist, you know what I'm saying? I smoke weed, I vibe out, and I be like, you know what? This shit kind of seem like it's something more than what it really supposed to be. So anytime I see something like that, I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to do some research. And when I mean research, I mean talk to ChatGPT for about 10 minutes. So, you know what I mean? That's what we did this week, so I got a good one for you. This is from the Miami area. If you're from the Miami area, you've seen this shit, and I want to really dig down and get to the bottom of this because this don't smell right to me. No, not at all. Check this out.
Flames moved through this home, destroying it all. We know that the Heat's head coach, he returned in the middle of the night to find his house fully engulfed.
You believe this shit?
A stunning image of a once sprawling home on fire. Video shows the property heavily engulfed in flames early this morning, burning everything inside and out. It took a while before crews could get a handle on the flames. That property belongs to Miami Heat coach Erik Spoelstra, who is seen here pacing at times and in obvious anguish over the tremendous property loss.
Miami-Dade Fire Rescue responded with over 20 units, including a hazardous materials response, to combat this fire.
The call came in around 4:30 this morning, and by the time firefighters arrived, the corner lot in the Ponce Davis neighborhood.
First question, what fire starts at 4:30 in the morning? I'll wait.
Of Southwest Miami-Dade was already burning out of control. Crews worked to prevent the flames from spreading to other homes.
We found fire that was as tall as the trees. Our units came in, did an excellent job. We used multiple aerial apparatuses, fire engines, and rescues to help combat this incident.
Neighbors tell Local 10 off camera that Coach Spo just finished a round of major renovations at the 11,000 square foot property.
This is the first time the team has actually been invited.
All right, so like, I'm starting to pick apart the details, right? So first of all, 11,000 square foot mansion burned to the fucking ground, right? And then on top of that, the shit did not spread. So it burned down just his property. And according to them, right? According to them, they just finished some major renovations. That's key to the plot. Just think about that.
Stuff that in real
Key to the plot.
Invited to a SPO gathering.
And just several weeks ago, Eric Spoelstra welcomed the Miami Heat team to a backyard gathering where teammates and their families had a day of fun. Earlier today, assistant coach Chris Quinn was spotted on the phone outside of the coach's home, a property seen.
Look at that shit. That whole shit burned to the you know how big 11,000 square feet is?
Yeah, nah.
Burned to the fucking ground.
Nice house. Was.
Did not spread anywhere. Did not go over there. Just his lot.
From Sky 10 that appeared to be still smoldering hours after crews doused the flames.
It's very sad. Anybody's house goes up in flames.
Yeah. So, I mean, the image of that shit is crazy. So, my mind started to wonder. I said, hold on. How much? So, I start talking to ChatGPT. I say, yo, what type of fire does it really take to burn down 11,000 square feet clean to the ground to where the point shit, bro? This shit look like they bombed the fucking house.
That means the roof.
You know what I'm saying?
Full on.
Structural damage all the way down, all the things, right? So ChatGPT said, well, it's not really the type of fire. It's really the intensity of the fire. What type of fire can spread all the way down and burn that clean all the way through? There's a certain level of oxygen that it takes to keep that fire going, because they just said in the news report, it takes hours upon hours for that shit to burn down.
Right.
So I was like, God damn, right? But they say it's the renovations that possibly led to that. Now, I start talking to ChatGPT. I say, ChatGPT, check this out, right? Think of yourself as an arson investigator. How would you tackle this shit, and what would you think would be the results of that? ChatGPT say, all right, check this out. As an arson investigator, the main thing that they're looking for is if there was harm being done. So the fact that nobody was there when the fire occurred, and the fact that it happened in the middle of the night, means that you weren't really trying to kill nobody, which is the police number one concern. So off rip, they're like, all right, it obviously wasn't intended to hurt nobody. Then beyond that, they're going to look at the cause of the fire. They're going to look for accelerants and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And then it said basically what really they're probably going to deem it as like an electrical accident that caused the fire and led to the shit burning down. So I was like, all right, cool, right? So the police will probably rule it as an accident. It won't be a problem after that, right? So I said, I don't know, man. ChatGPT, check this out. Think of yourself as an insurance investigator. How much would Eric Spoelstra, Coach Spoelstra, stand to get from that house burning the fuck down like that, right? How much would he stand to gain from the claim, and how would you investigate it as an insurance investigator? Well, they said, check this out. A house like that, especially completely damaged like that, and ChatGPT looked at the property, everything, exact everything, and said, yo, a house like that is going to be somewhere between $10 and $25 million that they're going to pay out to him. And the police are more than likely going to rule it as an accident. So that's going to go to him with no problem. So I said, all right, as an insurance investigator.
How convenient.
Right, how convenient. As an insurance investigator, right, what would be your next steps? Because considering that it was a fire due to electrical problems, allegedly, right? And possibly related to renovations, what would you do? They said, all right, well, we'll look at the records. So the first thing is, this pile of charcoal was purchased in 2023. December of 2023. So that means he's actually been in that house for a little over a year. And if he bought that house, that means it had to pass some type of inspection before he bought it. So chances are there weren't really no electrical problems when he bought the house a year ago. So as an insurance investigator, your next step will be like, well, damn, if we got to pay out millions of dollars, what's more than likely going to happen is they'll play the claim because the police deemed it wasn't really an act of arson, but they'll try to go ahead and sue the contractor to get back all the money that they had to pay out for the claim. So in other words, if a contractor went in there, did renovations, fucked the property up, and then started an electrical fire, the insurance company will pay the claim but they'll go back and sue the contractor. Does that make sense? Y'all with me?
For doing bad work, yeah.
For doing bad work. So I was like, all right, chat, that makes sense. What would you do next? They'll be like, yeah, we'll go pull county records and find out who the contractor was because they had to file a permit to do the renovations. Now, we just heard about the renovations on the news. Y'all with me, right? So I said, ChatGPT, go ahead and do it. Pull the permit. Let's see what happened. ChatGPT said, fuck Orlando. There is no permit.
Boy.
There is no contractor. So there's no renovations to actually go over or be held accountable for. So if there's no renovations, what the fuck caused the fire? Y'all feel me? Or am I bugging out? Because, I smoke a lot of weed, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'll be tripping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but,
makes
like,
sense.
if there's a contractor involved, they should have pulled a permit. And that permit would be with either the Miami-Dade records or the city of Coral Gables records. And ChatGPT looked through all them shits. And they said there's actually no record of any of that.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So, Coach Spoelstra, who was working on your house? And why? And why did your house conveniently burn the fuck down?
Right.
So I said, chat. Do a search. Check out his criminal history. See if there's any reason why he would need this type of money from an insurance claim. They say, hey, Orlando, the only thing we could find is the fucker recently did get divorced. You know what I'm saying? So maybe, I don't know, a cash payout. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
That's one way to get real creative. Boy.
Right. You never know. But I'm just saying.
Shout out to Coach Spo.
Yeah, right?
Whoa.
They said the only permit that they could find was like a generic permit for some roof work. But roof work don't lead to that.
No, that's an insane fire. That's a lot. That's a lot.
You see what I'm saying?
Bro, if you've ever seen a house fire, like you can put it out. Generally manageable.
Exactly.
That had to be bad. That had to be real bad.
Exactly. And total loss to that capacity or that measure or that extreme, they're going to get what I would say would be the larger side of the claim. So now you're looking at easily $25 million worth of structural damage. Not saying anything about what's on the inside. So I don't know if this was part of a divorce settlement or if there's some issues or you never know. The NBA is all fucked up with gambling.
How soon did this happen?
This happened this week.
After they beat the Bills?
Now talk about the Miami Heat.
Oh, the Heat. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was Dolphins. I was about to say.
No.
That makes sense. No, okay.
But I'm going to tell you, if we're doing timelines, it happened exactly 7 days after Terry Rozier got picked up.
Huh.
That's odd.
If we're talking coincidences.
It's a lot of such.
You see what I'm saying? The man house burned clean to the ground. You know what I'm saying? I was chilling with my girl. We watching this shit. She said, hey, you never know, right? He could be in deep with the mob. They say, how much you owe us? Check this out. We're going to make your house burn down.
You got insurance?
Exactly. You got insurance. You collect that insurance money and come make everything right. We're not going to burn down none of the surrounding buildings. We're going to do it at a time when you're not home. We're going to make sure nobody gets hurt. We're going to put it out that you was doing renovations. We're going to say it was an electrical thing. The police going to look the other way. That's going to be that. But one person that's not going to look the other way is the insurance company. They going to look into that shit. And all I'm saying is if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I smoke a lot of weed. Who knows? But one thing I knew though for sure, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. If this shit is an insurance scam, the insurance company going to figure the fuck out. Because they're not just going to give out $25 million like that. Nah, man. So.
Yeah, those claims are serious. That's big boy claims.
You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
So. I don't know, bro. That just be me. I be bugging sometimes, but that's my story of the week. Trip to Orlando. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, like I said, we got my special guest, Kato, in the building. Shout out to Kato.
Yeah, I was going to say fire. Like, quite literally. Pretty fire.
But, speaking of insurance in general, right?
Okay.
I feel like not many, I haven't been checking the chat or nothing. I'm bugging out, right?
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to everybody tuning in live, you know what I'm saying? But, so, we was talking about the government shutdown last week and food stamps and what, and so on and so forth. And I kind of feel I was a bit accurate because I was like, this food stamp shit is not going to go on that long because at the end of the day, there's so much of the American economy that depends on food stamps, whether it be the grocery stores, the corner stores, all that. Any place that says we accept EBT, trust me, 60% of their revenue is coming from the EBT.
They're going to be affected. For
exactly. The same shit happens for Walmart. Walmart accepts EBT and they offset some of their low wages by encouraging their employees to go on EBT. But that's just one part of, I guess, the shit hitting the fan. Because what the Democrats, quote unquote, were fighting for in the government shutdown is the word I'm trying to say. What they're fighting for is to make sure that these insurance premiums don't go up. So the argument, or at least the theory, is that if you was crying about food stamps now, you gonna be crying for real when them insurance premiums go up. Because we not talking about not having $400 or $500 to go to fucking Costco. We talking about shit going up $800, $900, shit like that. And like, lucky for me, I ain't gonna lie to you, I got a good job, so I got a good insurance now. But for years before that, Obamacare. You know what I'm saying? And that subsidy ain't come through. It like that? That's what it was.
Obamacare.
Obamacare. You know what I'm saying? And if that little, I used to love sitting down with the people and they'd be like, yeah, what insurance you want? I'd be like, the cheapest one, the one that they're giving me. They'd be like, it costs this much. They'd be like, but check this out. Thanks to the government subsidy, you get $0. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, if it wasn't for that, I don't know. But Cato, we in the building. Most people may not understand that this is what you do for a living, bro.
Yeah, man, quite literally. That's literally what I do. I help clients find insurance. People that don't have a way of finding it, two things happen. Either one, they don't know that the programs exist, or two, they don't know how to access these programs. So maybe you've heard about people getting cheap health insurance, but it's like, where do I get it?
Right.
I don't buy health insurance at the store. So who knows a guy? You know, just like you need a good lawyer, just like you need a good mechanic, you need somebody to tell you how fucking insurance works.
Because I damn sure got an insurance broker for my car, and he be helping me out finding good car insurance. Yeah. And like I said, if it wasn't for the job, I'd be right there with you like, yo, how can I make sure that my subsidies and all that crazy shit go up? So like, if you could just start with that. So, I mean, I gave my little weird like weed smoking explanation, but like from an actual insurance guy, what do these changes that the Democrats, quote unquote, are fighting for, what do they mean for the average person?
Basically, it's about cost. These are subsidized insurance plans. These are plans that people need help affording. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't afford to pay the full amount. This is the problem. First of all, the insurance companies charge a lot of money for these plans.
Right.
You know, $1,200 premiums, and people that only make $30,000 a year and have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I supposed to put a bill towards $1,000 a month? Are you kidding me? I'm barely holding on to where I'm staying at. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, the whole point is to make it affordable. The ideal situation is you're not supposed to pay more than 10% of your total income towards insurance.
Right.
So anybody you do that math, $30,000, you should only be paying a certain amount of money. So the government puts a certain amount of cash towards each individual to ensure that.
So
it's a tax credit.
So I could come to you and be like, bro, I'm working at fucking Walmart. I'm making $15 an hour. I'm bringing home like $30K.
Yeah.
I'm about to have a JIT. I got to make sure I got some insurance. I could come to you with that, and you would be like, all right, Orlando, I got you. You going to figure it out? Mm-hmm. And you going to figure it out with what? That pot of money you talked about for the government?
Correct. Once that money's allocated to and for you through the government, that's your money. If you use it or not, you use that to shop with a plan. If not, you get it back on your tax returns. That's what people don't know. But that's the whole point.
Now, is this the type of money, is this the pot of money that the Republicans are saying, fuck that shit, y'all ain't finna get that in January?
Say what? What's the question?
This pot of money, this government subsidy, is this the same pot of money that the Republicans are saying that we not gonna get in January if they do it the way they do it now, meaning that they don't want to pass the subsidies?
It's bigger than that. It's not just subsidies. They don't want to hurt people from getting their medications. It's a political play. It's not about not getting the money to the people. The money's there. They have insured money for that insurance money. Like, there's money to be dispensed.
See,
and used and dispersed. I mean, think about it. He just said he's going to give $2,000 out as like a a rebate. He still it's still money, just in a different way.
Yeah, let me ask you about that.
He's trying.
Because I didn't even think about that. My bad. Sorry to cut you. But I didn't even think about the fact that I always assumed that they didn't have the money at all, and they were just like, "Oh, fuck that, we gonna stop spending it." But you said some real ass shit. You're saying that they have the money.
This is America.
They just don't want to spend it at all.
It's about where we allocate these funds to. What do we need to get fixed? What do we want to put money towards? It's like the guy who runs for class president. And they say, you know what? If you elect me, I'm going to put a vending machine in every single hallway. We're all going to have candy at everybody's whim.
Right.
We're going to put Kool-Aid in the water machines. It's a dream. But for my reign, for my presidency, for my campaign, you'll be able to say that I did this amount of things, right?
Right.
So he's trying to put his money as a businessman. He's saying, let's clean this up a little bit. People have been getting fed, what do they say, like to the tit, from a tit, whatever the fuck it is. Trying to wean people off, trying to get people off the tit. That's basically what he's doing. And it's fucking up a lot of people. But that's what he's doing. How else is he going to give a $2,000 rebate to people? He said from the tariffs. That might be true too.
Nah, I see the video. The tariffs bring in like X amount of millions of dollars, and the trade
It's only
deficit.
been doing it for 6 months.
Yeah, the trade deficit is in the trillions. Like the math don't even add up at all.
Right. But I think he's trying to make us money. I think he's trying to make us rich. He's trying to make us stronger, quote unquote. But it's like the Thanos shit. It's like half of us must die so half of us can live better. It's like it's like people are going to pay. People are going to suffer in the process. But at the end of the day, you're going to say that I came in here and I fucking killed this shit. That's how I see it. All he's trying to do is raise the stocks. He's saying people can come to the country, but they got to pay $500,000 to do it.
Damn.
He's saying like, okay, I'm not scared of or opposed of having people come here, but you're going to make us some money. We're going to benefit. America hasn't been benefiting from being the best place in the world. That's basically make America great again. That's his whole thing, but it's in the form of like a tyrant, of like a busy man who's going 100 miles per hour in either direction. One thing about this administration, which is scary and can be impressive, but scary, is he moves fast in any direction.
Right.
Whatever it is, boom, ICE is on the streets.
Yeah.
Boom, this is going down. We got troops in Venezuela.
All right.
Boom, we got peace treaties over here, like swiftly, but it's like ruling with an iron fist. This guy is, slow down, big dog.
All right.
TIs and TOs are getting picked up. People are losing health insurance. People are losing SNAP. People are losing EBT. Section 8 is probably next if it ain't already.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
And then he's probably gonna start coming after people's credit. As a country, we should all have a standard, and the shit just starts. It goes crazy.
Man.
So when somebody like this gets behind the wheel, it's like, hold on, big dog, that's a red light. You see that red light? I see, hey.
Yeah.
And you hope he stop in time.
Well, we got to go vote. Make sure we all vote next year in the midterm elections.
They
But
say that's cooked too.
from an insurance point of view, let's use the same
My
scenario.
bad, I'm sorry.
No,
Y'all got me zoned
No, you
out.
was cooking though. You was cooking though. From an insurance point of view, right? So let's say same scenario. I make $15 an hour working at whatever, $30K a year. I used to use the Obamacare and subsidies to have a $0 per month insurance payment. I come to you now. What happens in January? What do you tell me?
Your premium will probably go up. Like if your rate didn't already go up in the last year, it's probably going to go up again. So like I have clients in Georgia. Guy was paying $40 a month. Policy is now $144 a month. He said, I don't got that extra $104.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything is already accounted for. I make 25 grand a year. I help support whoever. That money only goes so far. If you're paying rent, plus a car, plus car insurance, plus groceries, plus my gym membership and my phone or whatever it is. Maybe you don't have a gym membership.
Right.
Plus my this and my that and my this and whatever it is. Netflix for the kids. I ain't got, you know.
So let me ask you this, right? So let's say that same scenario, my insurance goes up by $100. Yeah. I ain't got it. So I'm like, well, fuck the insurance. I'm not gonna have insurance this year. No. What happens to me then?
Not everybody can afford to do that. That's the dark reality of it.
What does that mean?
Because some people rely on that. Like, if I lose my insurance, it's like, oh, well, I guess I'm just not insured. I'm out here risking it. But I'm not tending to it. I don't need it on a regular weekly or basis. I'm not getting my medication through that. You know, you have people that need it severely. People who have cancer and they're in the middle of chemo.
Right.
People that are pregnant or people trying to get pregnant. You have people that need their diabetes medications. They need their HIV medication. They need you can go off the, whatever it is, whatever your ailment is. If you don't have that insurance, your medications are expensive. It goes from $5 to $60 or from $60 to $100 to whatever the cost is. Mm-hmm. All that shit starts to compound. And, if that's what you use to get through your day or to get to work or to recover from work or to get back in the ring and fight, whatever it is, whatever your medication is for, and now you don't have that, your whole shit it starts spilling over.
I can only imagine, man. That's just
so
crazy.
Yeah, man. No, it's not just I don't know, man. It's people that really need it.
So the question is this, right? Do you think that we're gonna see a spike in unpaid medical bills next year after the insurance premiums go up?
That's like a mystery to be solved. I'm not the guy for that one because listen here, medical bills are a mystery. You have people with no insurance that they don't pay for their insurance. They go to the hospital and they don't pay for their hospital.
Right.
And whatever it is. So I don't know how that gets solved. That's like college tuition. It's all in the cloud. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's being stored somewhere. Who knows? Man.
Yeah, well, that's what's up, man. So, appreciate the insight.
Crazy.
If people want to get some insurance or learn more about it.
Oh, yeah.
Insuredhealth.com.
INSURED. Insured past tense health.com. Get you some insurance. Free quote.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kato. Appreciate you, my guy.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Got me on the conspiracy with that one.
No.
Called Trump a tyrant. My bad.
Hey, man. Hey, this is Trip to Orlando, bro. Sometimes we just go there, bro. Like, it is what it is, man. But on a lighter note, switching speed, we got to go back to the TV show of the week. Mm-hmm. And I am definitely rocking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Y'all been watching it?
No, I tuned in because of you, though.
Nah, what you saw, the first episode?
I seen the clips.
Okay, yeah.
It looks good.
It's good. Hell yeah. Because, all right, like, a lot of these TV show prequel breakdown whatevers of like existing properties, I guess, they usually have the tendency to either be really like watered down or like a version that just is totally unconnected with the main franchise. And this kind of manages to do both. Because I was worried a little bit they was going to get a little bit too much into the black shit and kind of make it just one facet of life. But what I noticed that they're doing now with episode 3 is they're basically talking about all the different communities in the dairy place. So now they focused on the black soldiers before the previous episode, but now they're talking about the native community and how they interacted with the whites that are coming in, and basically how this evil entity has essentially affected all facets of the community. And basically each community has their own interactions with it. So like the Native Americans have been dealing with it from the beginning times, you know what I'm saying? Way back then. And then like it affects the newer residents differently, but it's the same thing over and over. And what's interesting about this episode is it kind of digs deeper into the lore, saying that the military knew about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't want to spoil it too much, but basically one of the people that was there ended up joining the military, and he's like, damn, I remember this shit from when I was legit. So like, there is no real skepticism as to like, oh, what's happening, what's going on. They're just like, yo, we want to study this shit. So that, along with the kids trying to study it, they're trying to get more information about it. It's like a real like deep dive into starting. Like I see where the show's going now. You know what I'm saying? It's taking the it monster and diving deeper into the lore and explaining it in a way that makes sense. Yeah. Not just like, because sometimes like you watch some shit and they be like, oh, by the way, so-and-so from back in the day was actually this. And there'd be some stupid ass retcon that ain't make sense with nothing. Like if you ever see the It book big as fuck. It's like the size of a Bible. You know what I'm saying? So they're taking a lot of backstory that was in the book and tying it with the movie.
It's a lot going. It's a lot to it. I didn't know it was all that.
Yeah.
You assume it's just the clown. You know what I mean?
Nah.
So you're saying it takes the physical form of racism, essentially.
Well, not just racism, but basically it takes the form of everybody's fear, and it usually has to. It usually has to do with like an ancestor or something like that. So in other words, if you black, you gonna see black people. If you white, you
That's
gonna
just
see
what
white
we only
people.
it's only how many episodes out?
3 episodes out now.
Okay, so the shit's still unfolding.
Yeah, like the show itself really kind of started to take stride in episode 3. Because the first episode was just wild shit happening, you know what I'm saying? And then the second episode was kind of like introducing the characters and like the dynamics of how everything goes on. And then like the third episode is like digging into like what they really gonna be doing. Because it kind of shows more and more backstory and you see the layers of it built together. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if you into the nerd shit like me, you gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it give you a lot of explanation as to why there's a clown running around killing children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not disappointed. Usually by episode 3, I'll know if a show is trash and I'm wasting my time. Because trust me, if episode 3 was trash, I'll be like, you know what? It's time for a new fucking show of the week. We go find something else and I'm gonna do something else because this ain't it. But it is doing it, bro. So shout out to it. And we'll give you a little piece of, you know what I'm saying? Oh, let me back
Something
it up.
bad's waiting.
That thing is in sewers. We need just some proof.
Something bad's waking up.
I missed you.
There is something bad here.
So like basically they do like a whole lot of investigation in this episode.
In Derry. And you're going to tell me what is that?
What did you see? A clown.
Man.
Yeah, right? What y'all think? You know what I'm saying?
It looks good. I didn't even know they had a show.
Yeah, no, it's good, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tap in.
It's good. I mean, you can catch it early. I don't know. Like, you know what the main thing that people tell me about, like, this whole trip to Orlando shit? Is a debate that they were saying, that Gio was talking about, was like, yo, I don't know if I could watch episodes by episode. Because certain people are like, I got to wait till all 8 drop and I'll watch all 8. But me, I'm from the old school. I like tuning in week by week, you know what I'm saying? See where it goes. Especially with shows, because they have the opportunity to really tell a better story or just pick up where they left off. And it, to me, does a good job of telling the whole story. So I'll fuck with it. And I'll tune in next week.
And then leave you looking forward to the next one?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Like, you used to have to catch it Thursday night, 5 p.m. or whatever it was, prime time. Like, you had to really catch the episodes.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. If you want to watch it all the way through, you're actually a movie person.
Yeah.
That's what you really, you know what I'm saying? It's a long-ass movie.
Yeah.
A lot of points and plots to the movie. But if you watch it series by series, week by week, it kind of gives you something. Now you have to remember what happened last year. I remember watching CSI and like shit like that, just go down and watching it unfold. And you like, whoa, week after week, you blown away.
Yeah.
And you have to wait for it. Oh shit, it's Thursday. Oh shit, my show tonight. Come on, let's go.
Exactly. That's the vibe I be getting now. Plus, like with YouTube and all that shit, you can watch the breakdowns and all the Easter egg shits and reviews and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a little community get based around the show. But it got to be good. Like the writing, the whole shit got to be good. Because if the show's whack, you just gotta have a community of people who just hate the shit.
I've heard you say some movies were whack already.
Yeah,
like, man,
yeah.
fuck that movie.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I feel you. No, but honestly, I don't like watching shit like that, bro. I ain't gonna shit on it for you, but
go ahead.
I see why you would want to watch it over and over though, because especially how they lead you from one episode to the next, you start learning more about the whole background of it.
Yeah, and then
So I get it.
The Stephen King shit's a little different too, because he got a whole universe with his shit too. So believe it or not, the characters in it are tied in with the characters from The Shining and all type of other shit. So even with his books and all that, they all connected. And this kind of like is the first thing that really brings that shit out. So I'm like, all right, that's kind of dope how they doing that shit. Because I don't even think they could pull it off. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Stephen King shit like becomes movies, but a lot of shit that he do, they be like, it's such a fantastical thing that you can't even bring it to screen like that. Because he has a bunch of fantasy shit as a bunch of horror shit as well. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just that the fantasy stuff don't never really make it the movies. The horror stuff is really what make it the movies. And this is kind of like a little bit of both. Because there's some characters in there that got special powers and shit. Both the I was saying last week, like they kind of building a secret society of magical Negroes because the two black people in there got special powers. One of them is like telekinetic and shit, and the other one, they say he got a thing where he don't got no fear. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be leading up to what's going to be the final showdown because the it monster prey on people fear, and this character technically don't have no fear. So we're going to see how that work out. And that's the shit you talk about. Like, I'm like, oh, damn, I wonder how they're going to do that. I'll watch episodes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to get to the last one and be like, oh, word.
It's rewarding, too.
That's what, exactly.
Especially when that shit be a hit.
Yeah. But speaking of movies, we got to do the movie of the week. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show the little preview for it. You know what I mean?
Shit. Make sure that shit is high, however.
Yeah, right. Here we go. Check me out.
Let's go.
There go my boy right there.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe, where everything is trying to kill you. I need a hand. You're here to prove yourself. Hunting something that can't be killed. We might not be alone in this hunt.
Yep. Movie of the week, Predator Badlands.
Come on.
Shogun, you say you saw it too, right?
Yeah, 2 days ago. It's fire.
Yeah,
man.
right?
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
So the shit already came out.
Yeah, man. I saw that shit this weekend, man. Came out November 7th, 2 days ago, bro.
Oh, that's what you telling me?
You watched it 4DX?
No, I watched that shit bootleg in my living room.
Yeah, nah, man. I've been spoiled by the 4DX, man. That's when the fucking CB movie. Yeah,
that's
man.
a crazy movie to do that.
Yeah,
too.
hell
That's
yeah.
a wild movie.
I don't like the 4DX. I should be moving too much for me.
Too
Nah,
intense.
Whiplash and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I just want to can't even watch the screen and shit.
Yeah, it's like a love it or hate it thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Me, I like that shit. I feel like I'm in an amusement park ride for 2 hours because it make even sorry movies good, bro. I seen Jurassic World and that shit. That movie's trash, but when that shit jerk you around and you see the shit with, hey, it's an experience, man.
Nah, you're right.
And when the movie's good, like Predator Badlands,
Chaos.
4DX, man. Fuck with that shit.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Nah,
So
it looks dope.
it was, bro. And I'm a big Predator fan. Like I've seen all of the Predator movies.
too.
Yeah. All right.
Hell yeah.
So I personally feel like Predator Badlands is now in the top 3 Predator movies. Shogun, what you think?
For sure, I agree, man.
All right. So what's your order?
The whole storyline was perfect. It's just got to be the first one's got to be number 1 for me,
All right.
and then I'd have to say Alien versus Predator, and then this one.
Wow. All right. I'll give it to you like this, right? My favorite one, controversial pick, Predator 2.
Really?
Yeah. Then Predator 1.
Souped them up.
Yeah. Then Predator 1. Then this shit here, Badlands, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And then all right, and you've seen all the Predator movies, so you feel me, right?
Yeah.
After a while, after Predator 2, they basically stopped becoming Predator movies. It basically become Alien vs. Predator, forever. And then they made like
Because that shit was a hit.
Yeah, but
Alien
like,
vs. Predator was crazy.
the first one was kind of ass. That's the one you like is number 3?
The
one with Sanaa Lathan?
I like both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Like, the second one was better to me. Requiem was all right, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you kind of, like, don't divorce Predator from Alien after that. They made them other Predator movies, Predators, where they go to the planet.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, that was kind of bullshit, right?
Yeah,
and then and then they had...
Probably my least favorite.
My least favorite one was The Predator, the last one they made, where they tried to make that super Predator.
Yeah,
with the fuck, she was dumb. But Prey was all right. When the nigga was in
Yes, I fucked with Prey.
Yeah, Prey was all right. Prey's probably number 4 to me. You know
everything was killing everything. Like
Yeah.
the snake was killing the
This
bunny.
one started like that too.
Yeah.
When they went to their planet, they started like that. When everything was eating everything.
Gotta catch that then.
Yeah, man. Kato, I ain't gonna spoil it for you, but if you into Predator and you like these shits, this is the one to watch.
I already see he picked up a dog, you know.
Yeah.
I hate when you watch the fucking shit and now you like, damn, I know how the movie gonna go.
Yeah.
I bet this ain't like that.
No,
but
too much shit in the trailer.
Minute
They didn't
30,
even show you the whole movie.
Minute 30 trailer, you know the whole plot. Like, fuck.
Yeah, but there's a couple of plot twists in there that they throw in there.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna spoil it for you.
For sure.
But it's a lot like Aliens. Like, believe it or not, there's as much shit from Aliens in this movie as too. Because, it's all the people from
I'm not
Aliens.
gonna lie, like I didn't see the trailer before I saw the movie.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the thing looked like up until they
think
showed
that's-
it in the
I
movie.
think that's better.
And now they just showed it in the trailer. It's like, now when you watch the movie, like you already know what the shit gonna look like now.
Yeah, but you don't really know what he gonna do and how it's
It's
gonna
still
work.
fun to watch it unravel.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
Like,
for sure, but to
And
not
then when
know
the
what he
scene's
looks
doing
like.
this, it don't fucking matter. Like, you're having a good time. You know what I'm saying?
the whole time.
Yeah.
This thing is
That's
2
what-
hours.
Yeah. But
I feel you. Them shits are intense, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes trailers spoil a little for me.
1,000%. They be showing too much.
And
And like, damn, they rekindled at the end. God damn, why y'all had to show
this
that?
right here just taught me to never watch the trailer before the movie.
And
That's a
I ain't
big
even gonna
thing.
lie, like
That's a big key.
one flaw. Speaking of trailers, is that this trailer actually has shit that's not even in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I
No
saw a trailer
way.
from it. Yeah,
That's a good gem.
There was parts from the parts from the trailer that weren't even in the movie, like shit he say. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But
Oh, so they did like a hype reel.
I guess, yeah.
And then it
Yeah.
wasn't even like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But the movie's still fucking fire.
Yeah,
you know what
10
I'm
out
saying?
of 10, bro, for sure.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Because they made him the
Kept you
hero.
interested the whole time, too. And they made, like you said, they made him the hero. And he did him dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good
Don't
movie.
ruin it.
No, because I mean, there's nothing that we gonna say that's not in the trailer, but there's nothing even in the trailer or what we say that's gonna discourage you from watching it.
Yeah.
Like there's really nothing bad
Another
about
thing
the
that kills it is like if the graphics is off and like
Nah, bro, they
they
killed it, bro.
distrust.
They did good,
That's
bro.
what it looks like.
And speaking of the graphics, one thing I will say is kind of interesting is, believe it or not, the movie's kind of family friendly.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of violence in
That's
it,
fly.
but because it's all there's no real humans
It's
in
a
the
nice
movie.
little-
You know what I mean? So the graphics are cool and shit. The show, it's fire, bro. Like there's nothing really wrong with it, man.
Which one you go to? Which like is different 4DXs?
Oh, I go
3DXs.
I go to the best
Man.
4DX there is, the one in Dania Point, the newest one. That is the one to go to, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That is
and
a
then
dope
yeah,
one.
you could drink in the shit, got your little drink, man. We bought the split from the parking lot, going vibe the fuck out of it, man. That shit is a vibe, bro.
I feel you.
So
It's an experience.
I'll put it to you like this: it's worth going to the theater to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll ask you, Wiz, would you go see it again?
I was about to say I would go in the theater and see it. And when the website I watch it on, when it comes out again, like clear, I'm gonna watch it again.
Oh, you watched the bootleg one with the camera and shit. The people are like
The
and-
website I got, it ain't that bad. Like there's still
good ones out
the
there,
sound.
dog.
The sound be off a little. It's on underwater, but it'd be pretty clear. And then like a week later they'll drop the real joint.
Yeah, normally you gotta wait
Yeah.
till like a week and then the HD version come out, and then like the first week be the cam version with the people in the front and
Yes,
shit.
bro.
You know what I'm
You hear
saying?
people laughing and
Yeah,
shit.
you got Chinese subtitles and shit.
Yes,
yeah.
bro.
But nah, man, support this movie, and it's a black nigga that played the Predator.
Yeah, I heard some conspiracy about that.
What conspiracy? What's the problem?
I'm not too sure. Something about him being black. I can't remember.
Nah, it's a
exactly.
black dude. It's basically a black dude playing the Predator.
But they're saying the way they put his dreads up in the thing and shit like that. They're trying to like, I forgot what the hell exactly it was. They were just trying to stereotype the character.
Something to say about
Damn,
it.
we can't have nothing, bro. Not even fucking Predator.
Yeah, they were trying to say like the people who made the movie trying to make it a point to know that there was a black guy playing that character.
All right, here's a fun fact. All the Predators been black.
I ain't know that.
Predator's always been played by a black person from the very, very first one all the way down to this dude.
Yay.
They just made him shorter
Yayer.
and they made him a little bit. Shout out to Dan's in the building.
Yeah,
Dan's in the building.
I
don't got a camera.
Get this man.
Yeah. All the
Man.
Predators been black, bro. They all have. And by making this one smaller, less dreads, it was kind of like to signify that he's an outcast.
Yeah, he was smaller. Yeah.
Yeah, he was smaller.
Nah,
Danza, what you got for the people?
I don't have much, but I'm ready to tune in and kick it with the people for a little bit on a trip to Orlando. I haven't made an appearance. Kato made an appearance today. I'm like, you know what? It ain't going to be just him. You got Shogun Wiz on trip to Orlando.
Yay.
And the only person that's not taking a trip to Orlando is the guy that kind of takes trips to Orlando more than most of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
The real trip to Orlando.
Let's get the big wide shot here.
Come on.
Oh.
There he goes.
Oh, I couldn't see.
Yeah, I'm going to take out the screen.
It's good. What's good? What we talking about here?
Well, we was actually just wrapping up. That was basically everything. I did the story of the week, the show of the week, and the movie of the week. And we just did a little bit of insurance talk. Oh, shit. Just did a little bit of insurance talk with Kato.
Yay.
So, Danza, what we got, man?
The show of the week is Trip to Orlando.
Appreciate you.
Factuals.
It is fun.
Factuals.
You know, we've been doing what we've been doing for so long that it was only right that we kind of branch out. You know, like how many seasons of Power can there be?
Right.
You know what I mean? Before it's Ghost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where
he comes back.
where Tariq is out there, and then you got Force.
Yeah.
Right. Which talk about a show of the week, by the way. Have you watched a new episode of Force? Have you actually watched any of these episodes?
I watched Power up to season 2. And then after season 2, it just became a lot for me. I never really got into Power after that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. One of my favorite shows of the entire series that he's done, the BMF, he's done Raising Kanan, he's done the one with Tariq, Book 2.
Right.
He's done Regular Power. Force with Tommy.
Yeah.
Is obviously it's like the last one left, but goddamn, is that show good?
That might be my next show because I always fucked with Tommy as a character, and I was like, "Damn, Ghost, why you made Tommy kill his girl?" And I kind of like stopped watching this shit after that because I was like, "That's fucked up." Just for Ghost to get caught anyway. Come on, man.
No character, character safe, dog.
Yeah, that shit kind of like made me feel away, bro. And I was like, I don't know if I can support this shit after that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, at some point you got to do it, dog. It's only so many ways you can tell a story.
Yeah.
So at some point he did that, and this time that one's on the fall, and this one's locked, and we gotta sacrifice that one for that one, and you do it week after week after week.
And it increases the drama, right? Like,
yeah.
For some people, I get it. It's a little bit dramatic.
Right.
Or a lot of bit dramatic. But then, I never understood it. Like when it comes to these TV shows and people watching them, they're like, that would never happen in real life. It's like, isn't that kind of the idea? Right. Isn't that why we're watching it? Because if all this stuff happened in real life, then no one's watching this shit. You know what I mean? Because then they're going to watch their fucking crackhead friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's just watch his life and be entertained by it. But, not everybody watches to watch Landis' lifestyle. But yeah, what were you saying?
Yeah.
No, I was just agreeing with you. The shit's designed to be hyper realistic, so people can just kind of like you said, fan out to the shit. Be like, if I was a drug dealer, if I was Tyreek, I would have did this. Or if I was,
it's fun though. Dog. They snap with them shits. You killed it,
and it's like the element of surprise,
right?
Like you're watching these shows and you're like, how is he gonna make it out? Or like he's
got to make money.
I don't think there's ever been a series that one of us has liked where somebody's died, right? And you don't think like, hopefully he's still alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's got to be some weird way, even though like they were like he was crushed by a dump truck and His body was on fire, and and he got ran over 48 times. You're like, no, but maybe it really didn't happen like that. Maybe it was somebody else's body that got ran over when they flip screens. So it's the fun of TV. You know, there was actually one of the guys in BMF, Lamar. I know you don't watch the show, but these are real characters, right? You know, but there's fiction that's got to be added to it to make it fun. So they killed him off because BMF was done. You know, 50 Cent, once he had beef with Lil Meech, he's like, oh, you motherfuckers are going to die. You know
Fuck
what I mean?
the whole show after that.
You're going to jail now. You're going to die.
I'm writing everybody
And so
out.
he got pissed off and he tried to sue. He tried to sue 50 Cent for being killed.
bread.
For killing his character?
Yeah. He's like, my character died, but I'm still alive in real life. It's there's a disclaimer in the beginning of the fucking show that says not all these are based loosely. You know what I mean? Like you got to be a fool if you think 50 Cent didn't already think of all the possibilities. You know, it says it right there when the show starts.
Yeah, chances are you probably signed over your
character.
name, your likeness, all that bullshit. So who gives a fuck if Curtis want to kill you? That's it.
Yeah, right.
So he's suing for damages for future receivables?
No, he was suing for like defamation because he didn't die or something. Like, it's all right, my brother.
Wrongful termination.
That's funny. That's some 50 shit for sure.
Yeah. That's definitely perfectly aligned with everything 50 Cent has done. And to be honest with you, I like Lil Meech.
Okay.
You know, I've liked the character of Lil Meech. I love what he was doing with acting.
Right.
I don't think he's wrong for being upset about the whole 50 Cent
Plus,
thing.
it's bigger than that, too, though.
It's your dad. You're supposed to defend your dad.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? Especially when your dad is Big Meech. It's like, what is Little Meech supposed to be like? Nah,
but
I'm riding with 50 on this one.
Actually, I kind of feel 50. He's like, fuck that. Pick a side. Don't come over there playing games with
I
Rick
agree
Ross
with
and
that
shit,
part.
you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that part. But if Big Meech decided to hang out with Rick Ross, Lil Meech has no choice but to be friends. That's his son.
I don't know, man.
It's his son.
I don't know.
Big
man.
Meech just came home. That's his pops. He's trying to rekindle a relationship. If his dad is with Rick Ross and Lil Meech is there and they want to take a photo together, so be it.
Nah, you gotta be like, Dad, you gonna fuck the bread all the way up. Like, don't do this, bro.
But do you think, okay, so now, granted, it definitely fucked up Lil Meech's money. And I'm a huge 50 Cent fan. 50, chill. You know what I mean? But obviously, like, I've spent a lot of time with Tony Ayo and Uncle Murda.
Right.
I know how 50 Cent's mind works. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen a lot of his work. I've been a fan of him for the longest time. Most of us have, right? But when it comes to industry, you got to understand that this is kind of the way it's going to go. 50 Cent has been real cutthroat. Right.
Right.
He's
So I
and
agree with you.
we do all know that, but at the end of the day, if Rick Ross was supporting Big Meech while he was in there and he was helping, which is the claim, you can't expect a man to come out and just be enemies. You can't.
I expect him to fucking know better. You know what I'm saying? So whether he had the conversation with 50 before or after taking pictures with Rick Ross, he was supposed to understand that Ross is making a play to make all of us look stupid. And he's supposed to see through that shit or at least get some type of consultation because 50 backlash ain't going to be nowhere near the backlash you would get from Rick Ross. Rick Ross, what? He might not give you some Wingstop. He might not, what? Do what? You know what I mean? 50 will fucking fire you. And he did. And now look at him now.
Look at you now. You know what I mean? Like, no, don't get me wrong. Like, because it's 50, I'm almost like always a fan of what he does.
And that's what I'm saying. Because of Tony Yayo, like, you could call Yayo. Yayo be like, hey, bro, don't do that shit. I'm telling you, 50 ain't gonna like it. Like, he could get the counsel that he needed before he made that decision. Or at least, don't take the picture. You feel me? Like, anything but the picture. Because the picture gonna do the most damage.
Word.
And it did.
I don't know, man. I don't think pictures should matter that much, to be honest,
But they
bro.
do.
But so what? That means they already fucking with each other. It is what it is. Like,
If you
I
get
can't
home
take
and
pictures
take a
with
picture
people?
with Rick, you're not like me.
I mean, come on. It better be blood ties for real. It better be some real.
Well, to Dance's point, it was blood ties. He didn't do.
It has to be.
He didn't do that for just anybody. He did that for his old boy, the nigga who gave him essentially his whole.
Listen,
claim to
the
fame.
truth is 50 is petty.
Yes,
it's just the truth. He's petty, and his pettiness showed out heavy. Because it's 50 Cent, I'm okay with him doing it. But if anybody else did that, I would call it a sucker move.
Absolutely, because 50 more than makes up with it with loyalty.
Yeah.
So like being on the right side of 50 Cent has its benefits, and I would not cross that nigga at all. Like we got living proof through Yayo of what life looks like if you do right by 50 Cent.
I've read 50 Cent's books.
Yeah,
right.
They're fire.
And in 50 Cent's book, Tony Yayo and Lloyd Banks both caught a chapter. You know. Like, bro, this dude's like, if Lloyd Banks wasn't so lazy, you know what I mean? He's like, he would have a career right now. Instead, he's out there doing that. I've given him all the tips. I told him that he should start going on Instagram. He said because he has no personality and he likes taking pictures and videos of things, I told him that he should have jumped on Instagram a long time ago. And he didn't jump on. And that was what he was good at. Like, drop your freestyles, go on Instagram, start doing that. And he took forever to get on that. And because of that, look where he is now. He says, and if Yayo decided to save money and get out the streets and actually take care of his career and focus on his craft, he wouldn't be living off me right now. Like, this is his boy. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, and now he's where he is because of this. Like, 50 Cent, the one thing that you can, this is why I say it, like, because it's 50 Cent, I'm okay with it. But this is a guy that will give you the ultimate blunt truth about yourself. He's not going to sugarcoat shit. He lives his own life. He's in his own lane. And when you look at somebody like that, you could do nothing but appreciate it because he is who he is. But again, take 50 Cent out of there, insert anybody else, and you're like, nah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, because their loyalty really don't mean that much. I mean, shit, Rick Ross loyalty don't mean that much.
It's like me beefing with your boy. Right? Like I start beefing with your boy and you're on the podcast with me every week and your boy never put any money in your pockets, but he's still your fucking boy. You know what I mean? And then you take a picture with him like, you know what, Kato, you can't be on the podcast with us anymore. It's petty.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean? You're gonna be like, "That's my boy, though." Like, what are you talking about? The man just did 20 years. He came home and taking a picture.
What
with
if Kato's boy was your arch rival? What if he had a rival podcast?
Who's not 50 Cent's arch nemesis?
And he was going on the fuck Danza campaign.
Yeah, but 50
you'd be
Cent,
like, damn, Kato, really?
It
This
depends what he's
nigga of
talking
all
about.
people, really, Kato.
Listen, when a man is wrong, he's wrong. So
but
it depends what he's talking about.
Yeah,
like,
but let's keep it blunt, right? Let's put it out there.
You're wrong.
If 50 Cent had a conversation with Meech and said, man, don't do that again.
Right.
Like, I understand it's your father, he's home. Just don't do that again, and we're good. Would that not have been way better?
Of course. That's my whole point.
You know what I mean? So, like, that's all you got to do is have a conversation with him. But again, it's appreciated because it's along the 50 Cent brand.
Word.
You know what I mean? How to rob.
Yeah, it's
how to rob Lil Meech's career. You know what I mean? And he did it. And Lil Meech's career doesn't exist.
You know what else, bro? And I said this, I think the last time.
And he's blackballed.
The last time we talked about this cat, man, listen, he's a bad boy. That's already been established. For all I know, he's putting money in Meech's pocket by doing this because we're talking about it now. And like, you know what I mean? So if you know the way this guy, the level of chess this guy plays, guess what, man? Your pop's coming out soon. Guess what? We're going to go on a run soon, okay?
Yeah.
All right, you and him. Matter of fact, go stand with him. Go stand with him and the other nigga. He's that good. I don't put it past the motherfucker, you know?
That is true.
Well, who knows? Then at the same time, he'll punch you in the nose in real life and be like, don't worry, I paid you. You know what I'm saying? You really got punched in the nose, though. That nigga really did get let off that show. They really let him out.
No, he's just a savage at what he does. It's, again, like, okay, so back to his TV shows, right? They're a little dramatic sometimes, but I still want to watch it. Like, me and this dude could go back and forth forever. Me and Charleston White, right? But I'm still highly entertained by a lot of the bullshit he does. You know, he's an entertaining guy. You know what I mean? Like,
So if Kato took a picture with Charleston White, would you be like, fuck Kato forever after that?
I would say fuck Kato. I wouldn't say fuck Kato, but I wouldn't want him to put money in his pockets. That's it. You know what I mean? Like if Kato was putting money in his pockets, I'd feel some type of way. But I don't know if I'd even have that in me, because at the same time, I'd be like, if Kato's putting money in his pockets, then Kato's putting money in his own pockets. So at the end of the day, who really gives a fuck?
Good math.
You know what I mean?
There we
Like,
go.
so
That's
it's,
good math.
I'm perfectly okay with being realistic in a lot of situations. Like, that's like me and Woody have a great relationship. Like Woody is a really, really good friend of mine. That's like me being mad at him too. Like, oh, you reunited with, you know, when Woody was telling me about, like, I was in tune with the whole shit, even when me and Charleston started going at it initially. Woody was telling me that he was gonna, you know, they were DMing and things of that nature. I just said, just be careful. But at the end of the day, I completely understand the reason that you would want to do business with him again. You know, I'm not about to sit there and lie to you.
Right.
You know? And then a lot of people blasted him and started talking shit about, oh, well, you know, he talked shit about your daughter and then you got back being cool with him after all that. And they started like trying to talk shit to Woody, and Woody's like, I know what I'm doing. I'm a grown ass man.
Right.
Like,
watch me do me.
It ain't that serious. This is what this man does for hype. Now, words kill a lot of us. You know what I mean? And Charleston knows that. And that's why for somebody like me, you can't get under my skin. I've been trolling since I was born. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been trolling. So I sent trip to Orlando exclusive. Antonio Brown gets arrested.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you want to talk about that.
I sent a DM. I sent that the picture of him getting arrested, the news article. I sent it to Charleston, and I said, "This is all your fault." And he sent me a message back. And it's not his fault at all. I'm just talking shit to him because I just like talking shit to people.
He probably,
He says, "Bitch ass nigga, stop messaging me and move on. LOL. You act like a hoe in her feelings." And I sent like a shitload of laughing emojis. But this is not, I troll this dude all day. Like when he got into that fight, I was like, damn, yo, this dude's online talking about he beat your ass. Hopefully it isn't true. Hope you're well. You know what I mean? Like I'm nonstop trolling him. I started calling his phone the other day. I was gonna pick, if he would have picked up, I was gonna troll. I'm somebody that likes trolling people, and a lot of the trolling I'll do, nobody will know about.
listen,
You know what I mean? Because I'll
see
troll
what you're
them to them. You know, like I'll literally troll them to. If I got beef with you, or I got a situation with you, I'm an asshole. Like Charleston White's a harmless guy.
Well, the rules are different. Trolling a troll is different. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like, it's a fighter versus a fighter, not a fighter versus pedestrian.
Yeah, and he knows
Like,
it
we are
too. He's
both
trolling
two-
a troll too.
This is a knight versus a knight, okay? When we going at it. This is a verbal joust, you know?
So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Danza is king fucking troll. He not quite as petty as 50 Cent, but he gonna troll the shit out you, and he may even just troll you personally.
Yeah. I like trolling. It's
Yeah.
fucking absolutely fun.
No doubt.
Bro, but the thing about being in like taking a picture with the ops and all that, I look at it like how rap niggas used to look at it. Like, okay, he said some shit about me in the verse, but I wasn't in the video. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little bit different. It's separated too. You know?
All right, I feel you.
It's tough for some people to do to really understand that this is just the internet. Right? Woody understands it perfectly. Charleston understands it perfectly. That's why they're so good at what they do. But it is just the internet. Like, if you ain't applying no pressure to me in real life,
Word.
I don't care what these bitch-ass commenters have to say. Like, these people...
It'd be love in real life.
I've never, ever in my life, swear to God, I've never seen somebody in person comment on somebody's post hateful shit. I've only seen like the only people I've ever hung around with are usually like they support something and they watch it. I ain't never in my life seen somebody that hates something in front of me, like watching it, like, oh, yo, check this out. I'm talking shit to him. He's gonna talk shit back to me.
Live in effect.
You know what I mean? Like I ain't never seen. So what does that say? If I'm 40 years old, I've never seen nobody do that once. What does that say about that? These are the people that were in the classroom with 6 people.
Nah, man.
You know what I mean? These are the people where their buses didn't stretch out long enough. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta be fucking crazy to think they didn't make it. They're alive still. They're just, you know what I mean? They're
but
sitting
we're
in
not
the
going
front.
to turn this into a troll fest, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all good.
I'm just saying they're alive.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Trip to Orlando show. Thanks to all the special guests. Shout out to Danxa. Shout out to Kato. Shout out to Wiz.
Sure.
Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tune in every single Tuesday night. It is what it is.
Another one.
And do you end it with the theme song?
I got to end it with the theme song.
Okay, come on.
I got to,
wanna hear
bro.
it.
I got to, bro. Here we go.
Feeling the weight
Yeah.
like a suitcase of straps.
Let's do it.
Time to pack it up and leave.
Pack
the
it
mess.
up.
All right.
Hop on a ride to
Hey.
a brighter glow.
Let's do it.
It's not just a trip, it's the ultimate show.
Let's go.
Trip to Orlando, the getaway you need. Laughs and reviews at lightning speed.
All right.
Trip to Orlando where fun runs free. Your ticket to the stars and celebrity.
Come on!
Next time I hear that, I'm wearing a turtleneck and a toupee. Let's get it.